Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. Today we're going to be playing some Ymir solo. It is Troll Tuesdays. We are back now for this weekly series, episode 2, playing some Ymir full damage. This was one of the requests that we had. We're going Sunder so we can have some prowess, some domination, some power in the lane. We're going to be going Blink for second relic, most likely. I hope I don't regret having beads, probably will, but just wanted to have something that can give me some prowess in this lane. We have tier 2 Bancroft's Talon. The idea is that we're going to have magical power and lifesteal just being in combat with this tier 2. My mouse has broken, so I'm now using my right click for my auto attacks and everything to see if it works, and it has been working, so I'm curious to see how this feels. I've never played Smite, only using my right mouse like click instead of left, so this is my first game trying it as well. See how that goes. I haven't played Ymir solo in a long time either, or just Ymir in general. So I'm excited though. I mean, this is going to be exciting. It's going to be something different. I really do enjoy this character, so, you know, at the very least, we're going to have a fun time no matter what. We are laning against Osiris, fantastic character in the solo lane, but one that we can take advantage of, perhaps, if we play this pretty decently. So the way I'm going to start is I'm just going to Sunder him, get a couple of auto attacks off, back up, and yeah, we really want to utilize this idea of that when we have this Bancroft's Talon, as long as we're in combat, we're going to have this increase of power, increase of lifesteal, and if we can utilize that, leverage that, we should have ourselves a decent lane. This guy went physical defense, assuming that we were a physical character that he was going to be laning against. Fortunately, not the case for us, meaning we'll have a pretty dominant lane for the start. Again, definitely not a matchup I would recommend. Ymir solo, probably not the best pick in the world, but do have really high damage, so can be strong at times. Remember, this Bancroft's us just being in combat, definitely a good thing. Combat more so with the gods. You know, combat against minions does not count, unfortunately. But you can see it stacking. It's really important here that we space from his abilities. Don't want to get hit by his 3, don't want to get hit by his 2. So we'll do a lot of this kind of autoing thing. The reason why I didn't go a starter as well is I'm not sure what starter I want to go. I potentially might go like Bumba's Hammer, which would be pretty awesome, but obviously not so great in the laning phase. So yeah, that's kind of what it is with this hesitation on choosing an actual starter item and delaying it. We'll level our 2 here. I want to get this wave and probably just reset. I don't really know where their jungler is. For now, we're probably okay, but just auto this here, and we're going to bounce. Get the wall off to kind of separate. Obviously, when he has his passive up, that wall is just, he can walk right through it. But for the time being, we are okay, and we'll reset. Get this back off. Have enough for Bancroft right here, just perfectly. I'm not so worried about farming super efficiently, you know, because I really just want to avoid dying. It is an Ao Kuang's jungle. Serket support. Obviously, Serket a little bit more scary, so I'm glad that she's, for the time being, far away from me. But we'll have to kind of just play safe. Again, we are going a full damage build. I'm wondering if I want to go bump a spear, if I want to go Seer of the Jungle, if I want to go Conduit, I could go Hidden Blade as well. A ton of options, again, and me just not getting a starter yet means that I'm allowed to be dynamic. I'm allowed to choose, and that's really, really fun. Now with this full Bancrofts, we'll have a lot more power, obviously some lifesteal, some mana, really, really valuable stuff right there for the trading. And in terms of pure fight, he has Bluestone and tier 1 physical defense, and we have this full item, so we are significantly stronger from a pure fight basis itemization wise. But you know, it's still an Osiris, we're still a Ymir. It's not so clearly always better for us. We still need to hit our abilities, get a nice ultimate off. But we do have kill potential, and you know that's what we want to try to utilize. We got a purple mask here, meaning we have some more attack speed. I could go an auto attack build, but I want to go more ability based rather than auto attack. I think it's a little bit more fun personally. They're both fun though. This just also might just be better, quite frankly. So, you know, we'll see. This is going to be a scary situation. We'll ult here, he'll ult away. If he up-downs on us, we just detonate our ult when he lands on us and he dies, so that wouldn't have worked. Trade out the ults, and this is just going to be a reset angle. Again, I don't know where Ao Kuang is. He actually might have just died, but I have a little bit of a lead right now, and unless he pushes this wave, which he is, I'm just going to kind of, you know, concede. He'll get some neutrals and stuff. Again, me being like, despite his build and you know the fact that I should be like ahead right now, you definitely don't want to go Bluestone on OC and stuff. I'm still just the Ymir, and this god is, yeah, you know, he's all right, I guess, but not so great. You know, that's the more true answer. And I need to kind of take everything I can in an early game like this. Um, to just sort of not die, and we'll see what happens after the fact. For the continuation of this build, I like the idea of going Polynomicon and some damage, thinking of like what I would kind of build on Mom and Brigitte. So I'm thinking maybe we go like a Book of Thoth, maybe we go a Typhon's Fang, get a lot of mana, get some power, and kind of leverage those two together. With some flat pen as well, and we should be pretty strong. That's just an idea. I don't really know how good that is. I know Book of Thoth isn't really built anymore, but maybe with a build like this, it still makes sense. I like Book, personally. I know it's not that good anymore, but maybe with a build like this, it just fits and makes more sense. So I'm going to do it, and hopefully it's still stronger. Clear is quite good now, though, and he's going into a Cloak. Now, this is a bit of a mistake by him, and I'm going to show you why. This Tier 2 Cloak that he just built is quite weak. So despite the idea of like, hey, I'm going to build a stacking scaling item, he's got 15 prots of each and 5% cooldown. We eviscerate him right now in a fight if we're able to just get some abilities off and stuff. Now, he might be carried just by the fact that Osiris is a good character and all that stuff, but he's really in a point right now where he's not strong, and you don't want to not be strong against something garbage like this. You want to be able to be strong so you can kind of take advantage of it. Because really right now, if he can just continue to spam us with poke, and I'll call missing as our team gets bull, good job guys, he's got a great opportunity to kind of just kill us. Again, I really would not prefer playing Ymir. Rat steals the blue. What a talent. But yeah, I would tend to want to play like, if I were to play Ymir, what would I want to go into? Well, honestly, I'm not too sure. It's kind of a tough question to ask. We'll get away from this guy here. Again, I put up the wall. Oh, that's tough. I put up the wall so this guy could get away because I had the kill secured there. But he ends up living, so hey, happy stuff for us despite the new wall too. What a talent. We get a kill there. That's really great. But I would probably prefer to go into something that's a little bit slower of a character, like physically, literally slower. I think that would be a nice start, and this looks dreadful for him. We use the ult. We're going to just like withstand it extra long just to make him feel bad. Definitely could have detonated that way early, but solo kill secured, if you want to call it one. And yeah, I would probably want to play into something a little bit slower though. Think a not a Hercules, because that would be rough, but just something that I can hit a little bit more frequently, has a little bit less spacing help, like unironically maybe Mulan. I mean, she's such an overpowered character right now that, you know, maybe we'd wait for her to get a nerf or two. But just not Osiris, not like Achilles. I don't want to play against these very mobile characters that can kind of thread in and out of that aggro range when I have such short abilities to be using, right? Ideally, I think avoiding that would be for the best. But we can't choose our lanes and casuals, and hey, I mean, we're kicking his butt, so I don't care. I'm having fun with this. You know, the Fafnir video, I'll be honest, like I had fun recording that video, but I had recorded like 5 videos previously before that video, and it was just surrender, 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 surrender on my team, their team, whatever the case might be. And I was generally actually doing quite good. I already know what I'm playing for next week, by the way, in the troll video, so I'm excited for that. But yeah, this stuff is fun, you know what I mean? Like, I really do actually have a good time doing these kinds of videos. It's way more like lighthearted for me. And I'm still trying to like show a way to make it instructive and whatnot, but it's not so much like, man, I'm gonna super try hard, try to make everything work to some incredible T. I feel like, in a sense, our Bacchus solo video we did the other day was pretty close to a Troll Tuesday, but I was actually trying, and you know, Bacchus solo is actually viable, and I do think it is actually good. So I would, I'm not gonna say I recommend playing it in ranked, but I don't think you go wrong with playing it in ranked. We are in some trouble here. He should have went on us, but he didn't. I did have my 2 and a Sunder up. The Sunder's kind of like a nice little, you know, back off kind of thing. So if we use our 2 here, we auto attack, we get the Sunder. He kind of just gets afraid, and he really doesn't need to just yet. We're going to immune his tether, get the ultimate off. He does have his passive up. We'll make him maybe hover a little bit. No can do. I thought maybe he'd stutter because of the wall, and he did not one bit. Walked right through it like a champ. We'll go get this totem, go get silver, all that stuff. We do have book now, so we are stacking and scaling. Yeah, I'm not sure. Initially, I had Conduit Gem as like the starter I'd want to go. I guess I could go Archmages, and that could be kind of exciting. But I was realizing if I go Conduit, excuse me, Gem of Focus, um, being the Conduit upgrade, I'd probably just run into this situation where, and our blue got invaded. That is too bad. Ao Kuang's here. I'm actually like, I destroy him. Oh, he's in the shop. Oh, we can farm him. Let's see if we can catch this thing. Oh, too bad. I was seeing if we could Sunder and like immediately catch his invis out, but he went to the right or left. That is just quite a shame. Can wall this guy in here though, get some auto attacks off. I know we are auto attack speed reduced. He used the ult out of fear. We do lose some farm, but we had some fun. I guess we made life a little difficult for them just for a smidget of time. We can go over to this fire here and just help him with this Bull Demon King. But yeah, I'm thinking like Gem of Focus, you get movement speed and stuff for using abilities and increases of percentage power. And the increase of percentage power is really cool, but like when one of my abilities is literally rooting me and the other one's like still kind of, like my abilities kind of like slow me down and root me and stuff. They're not really super like intuitive with a Gem of Focus, I feel like personally. So I think I'd rather just go like Archmages or maybe Bumba Spear. Something like that instead as opposed to a Conduit Gem of Focus upgrade. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe it would be really good, but I just also think like if you go Gem of Focus, you need to build a lot of cooldown, and at the moment I've got no cooldown in my build, and I really don't know how I'm going to build cooldown. Like I might go Spear of Deso. I thought maybe we were getting ganked there for a second, but it looks like we are okay. We see the Ao Kuang Answer Ket in the mid left kind of area, spaced away from the two, push the wave. Silver is up. It's very safe to just play for the silver right here. He's got his passive up, no reason to wall him. But we're going to go for his blue because, again, we see them on the map. We know we're not getting ganked because we have that vision. If we don't have that vision, by all means, don't invade here. But we do. We're going to wait for him to throw an ability because I guarantee you he's not going to do it right. Or we'll just use our 2. That works as well. Again, he should have just used it. If he was maxing his 2, by the way, that kills it. So I don't know why I didn't just throw it. I kind of got caught out, and I think he was scared. So easy, secure for us. We're going to go run to the silver and just keep the farming thing. The biggest thing is with a build like this, I just really don't want to die because, man, I am so volatile. I could even just go beads instead of blink. Like, it's a little, lame, I guess, because it's like, hey, you're full damage, like, the commit to the bit, so to speak, but, man, not having beads into Circuit, Apollo, Nuwa, like, and even Ao Kuang is just, that's a scary prospect. So I'm not too sure what I'll do with that just yet. We'll have to see, but we can go get our blue buff for the time being and delay that thought and that question. Man, we are farming like an absolute demon though right now. Level 14, we're at 8,000 gold, so at least on one side of things, we're doing pretty good. I like the idea of having blink, so I can like blink auto with. I'm gonna go Polynomicon this game. Blink auto, polyproc, and then just like ult. But if I just get stunned or something, it's doomed. So I don't know. That's the tough part. It's the tough thing I have to consider. Isn't with the full passive yet. I can get some more damage off on him. He just got absolutely destroyed. Wonderful. Okay. I mean, okay, how much dive do I have? I have a horse and a rat, which is good. Like, if you're ever going to be building something, Ymir or not, if it's going to be high damage, you probably don't want to have backline, like supports and junglers. And what I mean by a backline jungler is just one that can't, like, create an initiation on his own. So, like a Kali. Kali's not a backliner at all, but she can't create initiation like a rat ult can. But Horus, great initiating character, something we want. You wouldn't want like a Kepri Kali with a comp like this because then, generally speaking, the pressure's on me to do something, and that's a bad time. As fun as going Blink would be, I think if I don't go beads, we just instantly lose the game. Probably should have just rushed Blink off the gates, but I think the Sunder, even though it felt somewhat like maybe uninspiring in the lane, definitely at the very least gave us some opportunities where like the Osiris was hitting us, and because I popped Sunder, it kind of made him like F off a little bit. Now I don't know if he had the confidence to go for some kills, but I feel like yeah, if we didn't have Sunder and we were fighting him in some of those fights, he probably just like isn't afraid and then just kills us, which would be embarrassing. There is a super grouping over there, so we'll go do bull. That's fine. Again, I own this thing. We got the Polynomicon now. 172 extra damage right there. Lovely stuff. We can deward these. No wards for us being purchased just yet. I don't need any for the laning phase because I'm just dominant, but I will definitely get some wards a little bit later on in this game so we can cover up our bases when we start to walk in at this fire giant pit. All that vision there is really just going to make the game easy for us, so should be smooth sailing once we get there. And yeah, I'm still not sure. Do I want to go spear? I mean, I don't have attack speed, right? Which is okay, because I am an ability-based build. Maybe going a little bit would still be fine. I'm a little afraid with how he's playing this. He's got his passive up. It's kind of hard to tell with that skin. But yeah, I'm not too sure. Whoa. Really? Man, I'm doomed. Unlucky. Hey, he went for the gank. Shout out to him. Guess we should have wards. Bro, they really illuminated this shit down here. Excuse me. Illuminated this stuff down here. They put more vision. That was the Bull Demon King that let us see that, by the way. But yeah, unfortunate death for us. Just a little bit caught out. I guess we will buy some wards for the respect. A little sad. We did get out Kwang ulted there, so that's what I beads. But obviously still does a little bit of damage. And yeah, things were all bad at that point. Cooldown's down. No real chance to fight there. I guess I should have popped another Sunder first and maybe we had a chance. But best way to get out of those spots is to just not be there. And we do fall. And that is A-okay. Why no starter? Dude, I'm 2-1. I'm owning. Don't worry. You'll see. You will see. We'll go into our Typhons, though, here next, and that's going to basically just mean we have triple lifesteal. Typhons also increasing your power by the lifesteal you have through items, so also maybe through passives and stuff, but we don't have that in passives, so just through items. And yeah, definitely going to just give a really nice boost and some percentage pen, so should feel pretty strong. He's around there. I have to be a little bit careful because I don't have beads, and you know, for some reason, I'm a little easy to kill this game. I'm not sure why. So we'll be a little careful. I kind of just have to be careful. I want to do damage, like it's fun, but it's also like this is sort of the thing with solo, like especially picking something like this is like my owning comes at a very steep price, which like you saw that Circuit show up. If Osiris ults in like that and he's or excuse me, not Circuit, you saw the Aokwang show up. If that guy dives by himself, I mean he's just dead, but he's not going to do it unless he's got help. We see Aokwang in mid, we're allowed to push up here, and you know, we'll go get this stuff and kind of just farm. I could come over. They're kind of winning it. I'm gonna get this because I'm lazy, to be honest. Like I can rotate though. Maybe I should. Let me see if I can get on this guy a little bit. He has his passive up, doesn't he? Oh, but he still turned around. That was a big mistake. We're going to ult him right here, force his ult. I canceled my ult early on purpose so we could get the poly auto and stuff before he ulted. I think if we held it, he would have just ulted out right away, so we got more damage off that way. Let's see if he has TP. Because if he doesn't, I'm just going to get this tower. He does. Too bad. No worries. Let's run up out of here. Our boys won the fight on the mid side of the map. We've got rotation prio here. If we see this Apollo, he is easy pickings, perhaps. They cleared the red camp at some point in this game, not that long ago. We'll head over to this Apollo. I'm going to path, can't really path down because there's a wave. I mean, I can, but they'll see me. Yeah, so we'll just tax the mid wave and make a quick escape from this side of the map. Always fun to tax that mid wave. We'll go get this this Typhons here. And now I think it's a time for a decision. What if we go Sack Shroud? I like the idea. I'm gonna go Vamp Shroud. Sack Shroud, what it's gonna do for us is it's gonna make it so that our abilities deal more damage, but we also lose some of our percentage maximum health. It's effectively like a Thanatos passive in terms of the way you lose health. But when you have so much lifesteal and healing, assuming you're hitting abilities, it's really not actually a big deal. This extra lifesteal is going to be augmented for Typhons, which I believe the 15% lifesteal or 18% lifesteal, excuse me, from the item is just going to be doubled. So like if you look at Typhon's passive, your magical power is increased 1.5%, 1.5 times the amount of magical lifesteal you have. So I don't know if that's just off my percentage. So if I have like 18 percentage lifesteal, it's just like 24 power or whatever the case might be. I don't know if that's exactly how it works. That's just kind of how I'm assuming it is. Oh, we are in trouble. We're going to put these minions on the other side of the wall. Big time ult right there. Huge damage. We are in a lot of trouble, though. I did own them, though. I did own them. The beads might have been a little bit rushed. I'm not sure. But I did own that guy. We can get our Bancroft's Claw glyph here. Will give us some shields and stuff when we use abilities. The attack speed one also not bad. We'll have to think about this. So every 15 seconds you gain a stack of hunger. Blah, blah, blah. Abilities cast. So basically, like, I'm just getting a lot of shields and stuff for using abilities. I actually think... Oh, no. Does it not... Oh, I can't even... Oh, that's too bad. Because it's already stacking, like, while I'm dead, so I can't even refund it. Probably the purple talent is better for us, but... Unfortunately, we won't be able to build it here. Unless I sell the item and rebuy, and I don't have the gold to do that. We've been wiped, unfortunately. I feel like I got jumped there. That was a little ridiculous. I needed some help. I did do a lot of damage, though. Just fight still didn't go too hot, unfortunately. We got the Vamp Shroud, though, now. Tier 2, at least. Or not Tier 2, the starter. It's not a spike. We built a starter item at 20 minutes. And we're just going to take probably the time here to farm a little bit. I can look for a pick. These guys are tanky. I think they know where I am. Oh, that is unlucky. Maybe they don't, but can't win the fight, so I'm not even gonna bother. Put the vision on me, and we will head over right. I think what I might need to do, and I'm not sure how good this will work into an Apollo, but when they have fire here, what you generally want to do is split the side of the map they're not gonna push. So typically, when people get fire, they go, hey, let's go to dual lane, let's go get those towers and try to pressure the Phoenix. So if we push the opposite side of the map, we're gonna waste time and make someone come over. I like our 1v1s. I really do. I think we can win our 1v1s against anybody. Maybe the Osiris we can't kill per se, same thing with the Serket, but we're not going to lose the fight. So if I can just do that, drag someone over, it can't be bad. Now the issue is if I drag a tank over and Apollo ults, I'm doomed. Or if Apollo shows up, he might be able to just survive / kill me. So I'm going to wait a little bit, but just this idea of like, let's go push the right wave. We can kind of walk away and maybe now look for a gank on the new wall while Osiris is occupied. That sort of idea and just keeping your waves pushed is kind of how you're going to get your map pressure and stuff sort of reclaimed despite being in a weakened spot on the map. Rat is getting super ganked. He's going to be able to ult out though with a sliver of health. Never mind. Farewell, buddy. And yeah, there's nothing up here. We're just going to have to back. That's too bad. Oh no, they're all dying. No, guys, we have to just run. Just survive. See, well, that's why it gets difficult. Because that idea of like, look, let's push waves and stuff and be safe is very easy to do, quite frankly, but it still gets screwed up a lot. Oh, that is so sad. Got the poly auto off on him at the very least. But yeah, we kind of just need to like not die there. You know what I mean? But we did. I'll get my wall off to block off some of these Apollo autos. It'll help a little bit for sure, but still going to be a tough situation here. Nonetheless, we're going to get our 2-3 ultimate off. Big damage being utilized there. Not enough to defend the Phoenix on our own. We did hit pretty hard, though. That those shields there did help us. And we have enough for our starters. So we do lose a Phoenix, but Sack Shroud has been secured, meaning more damage, more oomph, more firepower, everything you need. I'm definitely regretting having this shitty Sunder now. Excuse me, crappy Sunder now. Because, yeah, it's not really doing anything for me. You know what I mean? I kind of built it for the laning phase, but I should have just went blank. That is a regret. I implore you, if you're ever playing full damage Ymir, make sure to go blank. Because, again, I don't regret that I didn't go blank, because I needed beads, but don't go Sunder. Go blink beads. That's the takeaway. We'll still make it work though somehow. Like we're getting our damage off of him, man. Like if I could have blinked in, maybe not in that fight specifically, but just in general this game, I'm missing it. Nonetheless, though, we got our starter. The damage has just increased a good bit on these gods, and we need to get a final item here. I like the idea of going a little bit more percentage pen. We have 10 flat pen right now. 20% percentage. I could slap on a Rada Tahuti to be pretty effective at this kind of final point. Also going another kind of healing item could be okay. I just have to take a quick look at what they may be. Spear of the Magus, you know, could be alright. I don't think Rejuvenating Heart would be too great here, but yeah, Spear of the Magus definitely could be fine. 85 power, percentage pen, lifesteal as well. And also that damage increase when you mark a target, which might not be that valuable here, but Still just not a bad item. Definitely some decent, compelling thoughts for those things, but also going to Hootie is just always good. Now, in a spot like this, we're gonna have to ward fire, and it's really important that we're gonna be in a spot where we have to basically hold this fire. And the problem is we don't have vision right now. I'm gonna try to go for a wall on this guy, cover him off a little bit. Just barely slips through. I think we should just kill this guy again. He is absolutely insane right now. We destroy him. Yeah, okay. We owned him, boys. Love to see it. Are we getting fired on? We are. They're not helping us, though. Okay. Guys, we can kill them. Show no fear. That was crazy. Okay, those guys were literally at our speed buff, split, and we didn't go on them. That's criminal. What the heck? Too bad. Too bad, too bad, too bad. These guys are fearful. Look, they're even admitting it. I mean, how are you gonna compete like a lion if you're just running away like a little mouse, you know? We hit them first. See, he understands. Now he's getting it. We're getting dominated though right now, I won't lie. This is unlucky. Okay, Ret is going into the sky. Let's see how he does this. Through the Cosmos has hit. Double beads being forced, knocked up, slowing on the Ao Kuang. Beads on the Ao Kuang. Scylla bricks the kit. Ao Kuang is one shot, and he does fall down. Wonderful stuff, guys. I actually did some casting. I know that was dreadfully bad. Don't judge me on that. But I do some casting for a Smite League called the Olympus Smite League, time to time. It's like an amateur thing, obviously, that just set up by like people who are passionate about, you know, putting some like competitive Smite stuff when the actual official Smite stuff is on hiatus. And they've been doing it since before that as well, but really cool folks over there. If you guys want to see me do a casting thing for a set or something, by all means, like, let me know. I more so do a Chair 2 type of perspective, but I wouldn't mind doing some Chair 1 stuff. I have done it before. Would be fun. Let me know if that's something you're interested in. I would totally post a VOD of that with a co-host or just do a solo cast thing. Either way, if you're interested, let me know. Would be fun. Definitely would not hate doing something along those lines. But we're 5 damage items deep here, and Fire Giant is up. This is really our spot where we need to get some vision, because if we're able to kind of have decent vision on this and we're able to walk up, we have an actual chance of contesting. The problem is right now is we're just sort of walking in blindly into 5, and there can be corner baits happening and all of that tragic stuff. Fire Giant was pulled. Still very healthy though. So they have a ward on this spot. We now know we're on vision. I can just kind of ignore things right now and just go for the Circuit a little bit. Oh, she's going to dash away. That's fine though. Again, we have our Horus here, so I have some help, and they're just going to walk off of fire. Really critical to note, our Scylla's not here because she's pushing left. That's not a bad play, but we just have to understand that we are in a 4v5, so taking a fight is usually not so great. It doesn't mean it isn't always bad. Like, if we're able to get poke as we are right now, I mean, hey, like, you do it, right? Cyrus does fall down, doesn't even get his ultimate off, or maybe already had used it. We can look for some damage. Apollo had just dashed here, so if we get a 2 here, back up a bit, walk back in. Let's play a little bit patient. We're going to play this corner, though. Beads, ult. It's not enough. We did wall that damage. We got to body block this. Run, run, run. No. Okay. We're doing so much damage. I swear, I swear, I swear. Scylla, live. Okay, she's fine. Oh, that's so close. That's okay. It's still fine. Look, this fire is not enhanced, so we're going to lose it. Oh, good job. Nice job, nice job, nice job. Ooh, huge damage. Oh, this Scylla's like on tour right now. Ooh. Oh, the poly auto hit the other guy, though, who was invis. That was sick. Come on, one more. Oh, he even hit it, dude. That sucks. Poor guy. He was owning right there. Shout out to him. So I keep going this 500 pot and dying. That's a problem. Our buddy has to leave soon. That's also a problem. We're gonna start building some actual items, so we're not in this perpetual state of buying 500 pots and dying. Even though we are owning with it, we probably need to break that thing. So I can either go Magus here. I could go Deso. I actually think I might go Deso because I'm typically doing this massive damage to backliners, and if I have a little bit more flat pen, it tends to be a bit more effective than some percentage penetration on those targets. Also, a little bit more cooldown. Definitely won't hate that, even though I'm usually getting one rotation of abilities off and I die. So we'll see. But we'll do our absolute best with this nonetheless. Mid wave is here. Fire Giant is coming, or Fire Giant is still up. Left Phoenix is coming up. And it looks like with our Xbalanque on the ropes, soon to be leaving this match, this is the catalyst of the game. If we're going to be able to hold, to win, all of that, you know, a clean fight here means we win the game. A not so clean fight here means we instantly lose it. We're going to let our Scylla take the red. He took the cooldown thing. What a troll. I'm going to ult this because I'm literally terrified. We're going to get hit by that. I do wall him off. Defend the fire, guys. Oh my gosh. What is this? Okay. They just war crimed us. No way. These guys are still on fire, by the way. Huge pick. They ended up splitting. Okay. Okay. Instructional Smite moment here, folks. We ended up getting ganked by 3. Okay? While they were on the fire. Okay? That makes no sense. If they're doing fire and they're baiting for a pick, we should never be getting ganked by 3 because they shouldn't be on it for that long. So because they split to kill us, our stat line does look worse, and it is unlucky. We are 4 and 6, but that is objectively bad, and it will give us a winning position. Because when you split that hard, you're putting your backliners completely on their own, and when we have a and this guy's backdooring like a little rat. That's all right. We get EFG. I don't care. That's objectively a bad play because now you've given enhance to a team, and you'll probably get picks after the fact. The best play there is if you're going to get off the Fire Giant to go for a pick, that's a fine play, but you need to commit to it as 5. There's no world that an Ao Kuang should be wrapping around to go for a gank when his backline is on an objective with his support and solo. It just doesn't make any sense. So they killed us, but like they're losing the game for it. That's the TED Talk. Really, really important that when you're making calls, it needs to be a uniform call. Because again, I don't walk up that far if I don't see the ring, but they're also not supposed to be postured there if the ring is out. You see what I'm saying? Because their backliners got split and died for it. Now, we went for a right siege when we were low. It does not seem like this is going well. I had to clear a left wave. I cleared a mid wave as well. I'm coming over. It seems like they're actually... Oh, never mind. It seemed like we were alive for a second, and unfortunately not the case anymore. I'll show up. I do have bees. I do have Sunder. Our Xbalanque has to go, so this is our moment. This is our pride. This is our unequivocal chance to dominate the game, and we don't have Blink. It's so sad. CCR is so OP. We're going to use our 1 right here, and it is just doomed. Unlucky stuff. Guys, not having Blink is so sad right there. Oh my gosh. We're not going to surrender. If he has to leave, he has to leave. It is what it is, but we should just play it out 4v5. Yeah, that was so sad. The thing is, like, if people just see me, it's over. Goodbye, Cozy Cal. It's alright, buddy. Farewell. That's a 2-to-1 thing. It just bugged. Oh, Sirket is... These guys are... Buddy, we can't be typing when we're getting ganked. Oh, no. Dang it. We have a 500 pot. We're going to have to make this defense. Or, not defense, not the fire. The Titan. I'm up in 7. We'll do what we can here. I'm so sad, guys. That was such a bum attack by me. Okay, they're not on it yet too much. They're on it now. No, these guys are so unfun. I don't have ult yet. No. Dang it. This guy's taunting? Oh, man. Why? Oh, my gosh. Alright, fair enough. Listen, it was a good attempt. I'm proud. We definitely had to go Blink. That was a mishap on my end. GG. Yeah, it was definitely unfortunate. If Xbalanque was still there, we probably do hold that, but you know, it happens. Listen, we had high impact damage, 32k, third highest in the lobby. Can't beat Nuwa, and this guy was dominating, can't lie, but we tried our absolute best. I mean, listen, from a solo lane perspective, we obliterated this guy. J-Dog gonna have to take some lessons, see some Osiris videos from us, perhaps. Should help him out, but that's gonna be it for me on the actual serious note. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will improve for the Ymir next time, and next Troll Tuesdays will be something else that is fun. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace out. Bye.